Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this edition of Easton Park Talk. I'm here with our neighbor who everybody knows, Araceli Frazier. Araceli, since we last talked, she was our first ever podcast and she's our first ever update, which is very Araceli. This is so cool. She so still doing real estate and has Forever AF, which is a permanent bracelet.
Permanent jewelry. Yeah, and I just posted the definition of permanent jewelry because of it. Like, I'm not going to tattoo you. It's basically, and I'm sorry, I just took mine off, or we'd do a thing, but it's basically, it's just without a clasp.
So you were our first ever podcast, which was awesome.
Yeah.
And we were talking about real estate. That was a few months ago. So you want to catch us up on what's going on with real estate, your life, and just everything that's going on?
Yeah. So it's been a great year. I mean, we just bought a new house too.
Oh, congrats!
In Prospect, so that was nice. Yeah, and it's a courtyard, which do you know what the courtyard?
They share I do. Mm-hmm. There's a little over by the model homes. There's a little park that they just put in. It's got like those 2 green slides. And
so I'm right on that street.
Oh, cool! Yeah. That park is really neat.
I was telling Oliver, I was like, "Have you gone to this park?" And he's like, "Well, that one day I walked home from school, and I was like, is that too little kitty for you?" And he's like, "I just was trying to get home, Mom. I wasn't trying to hang out the park."
Slides are intense.
Yeah, it's like swirly.
Yeah, and they have
Did you go down it?
No. But our nephews come and stay, and like I found that little park, and I was like, "Guys, we're going to go to the cool." And it has like drums and a xylophone and bells, and they love music. So like we went over there, and it's contained, cuz I feel like Skyline Park is very cool.
Right.
But it's like
massive.
It's massive. And then like those kids, we don't have them all the time. And so it's still like we're getting used to that because we're having them more often now. But like they just go off in different ways. And I'm like, where are y'all going? But that little park is great because it's just like right there. They go up and around. It has like a big hill that you can use a rope to climb up.
Okay.
And some really cool like metal lions.
Okay.
It's pretty.
Well, I guess I should take a walk.
Suggest.
It's literally 2 blocks down.
Yeah. Go check it out. It's cool. They have a weird like mountain or a rock climbing structure.
Okay.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So that's neat. The courtyard house situation.
I like mine because I'm at the end of the street.
Okay.
It is kind of something that you get used to, having to share a driveway. Again, I'm like at the end of the street, this corner lot, so it's...
Oh, so there's like one driveway, 4 houses, and that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Get to know your neighbors?
Yes, if you like your neighbors, which we do like the one that's next to us, and the other 2 are vacant, so we don't know. But yes, if you love your neighbors, like that is like the coolest setup. I was actually even thinking, what a cool concept if there was like a courtyard home like that, and they all shared a pool.
Love this.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a great idea.
And then like everybody kind of takes care of it. But then again, you have to like your neighbors. Otherwise, what if you have this one unruling neighbor or this one, so.
Or like, I think everyone's been really lucky in Easton Park. But many years ago, we had a neighbor, but the house behind us has always been a rental. Mm-hmm. And many years ago, there was very young renters, like roommate renters, and they would party. Like, which normally was cool, but like, I think that if you're like in a quiet, in a courtyard and you get like a renter or even someone that lives there, but probably not, right? It would probably be like a renter that like would go in and just like go bananas, that would be tough, especially if you had a pool. Like,
yeah.
It'd be like the dream.
But I think it's a really cool concept. You have to kind of know what you're getting yourself into, but and honestly, I think I might have been that neighbor the other night. I threw a Friendsgiving party, and then we had karaoke in the garage, and we were karaoke until 2:00. And
we've been that neighbor.
Yeah,
a lot. We've had concerts.
I mean, yes.
So yeah, no judgment, but in a very small courtyard situation, all the time might be. Yeah. And I bet in a courtyard situation, something like that, like Friendsgiving would be like, everyone in the courtyard would be invited.
Yes.
Like. It would be cool. I could see Easton Park because everyone who's been here for a long, like we all know each other. Like there's like the Easton Park shuffle of everyone moving around. Like you kind of choose your neighbors, be like, hey,
Yeah.
We all need to like, we need more space or less space depending on the life situation, and go for people that you like.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Well, there's I know some neighbors over here in Nob Hill that they have a gate cut.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
Those have been nice parties, really fun parties.
Very fun parties. There's people, so down that way, and then over here too, there's people that share backyards, which is, let their dogs go in and out. Like, so cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Easton Park is special.
It's special. It's like family. It really is. Like, let's talk about your Instagram page of all the like Easton Park businesses that you've pulled together, because I think that is so cool.
Yes.
Like, tell me like about the concept and then how you've built it out.
Well, I think for years we've been trying to get some sort of directory, you know, for years now. And, you know, I think a long time ago I did a Google sheet, and then you have to like kind of share it with everyone or make it public, which is fine. But then it's just kind of boring, you know, you just look at a form, you could hit the tab and,
super boring.
Yeah. And I was just thinking like pretty much everyone's on Instagram, you know, and just being able to kind of, you know, you'll see everything. And I'm hyper focused on they're all Easton Park owned businesses. Like I understand that there's other people that service Easton Park, but it's very specific for me is that it's Easton Park owned. But just being able to kind of go to a platform where you could look through it and kind of see, and it's not really organized in the sense of like categories. So you're scrolling down and you're like, oh, I didn't know there was a music teacher.
Right.
Oh, I didn't know that, you know, there's someone that will wash my car. Right. Or, you know, I mean, we all know that there's someone to cut our hair. Of
course.
But there's just certain things that you don't even think about. There's someone that does plunge. They have like a plunge.
Oh, like a plunge pool?
Yes, like a little business that they bring it to you or something like that.
No way.
Yeah. And I've come across a lot of really cool stuff on there. I'm trying to think of some other ones. Of course, we have all the pet sitters and all the bakers and the sourdough girl, and I just started my Forever AF permanent jewelry, so I'm on there too. We have the Little Blue on there, so
awesome.
Just kind of a place that you can go to, you know, look at what's available in our neighborhood.
I think one of the things that keeps it very cool is Cenizo.
Yes.
What's your Cenizo order?
It's very, very basic, but they know that it's mine.
Okay.
I do a small Americano with extra cream.
Okay.
And why it's special is because there's an 8 ounce, a 10 ounce, and a 12 ounce or something.
Okay.
And the 8 ounce is really small, so no one thinks that that's the size that you want. So I'll say small, and they give me a 10. I'm like, no. I want the small. And it's gotten to the point where, like, everyone knows my order. They know it's a small one. And when a new person comes, they're like, oh, no. She wants the 8 ounce. And I kind of gauge how much cream. Like, I like it to look the shade of my hand right here.
Okay.
So Harrison kind of jokes with me. He's like, is that all? Is it right today?
Harrison's the best.
So, yeah. And for a while, I was like, kind of really bad because I was going to Cenizo 2 times a day pretty regularly. And I would always do all of my coffee dates, client meetings at Cenizo, and I always start at Easton Park. So I'm like, come over to Easton Park, we'll go over, you know, our buyer rep agreement or whatever kind of scenario transaction we're going to do, and I want to show you my neighborhood. I always start with that. So sometimes in the summer, I was there like 3 times.
That's
often.
awesome. Yeah.
So
great.
I was kind of like caffeined
up. Which is the best though, because it's like, I don't know, we go through ebbs and flows of Cenizo, because like we'll do the same thing where it's like, okay, like we'll get on like a Cenizo kick, and then like I'm up until 2 a.m. You know, like just up, you know.
Right.
And then you need it the next day to like wake up for the day, but we love Cenizo.
I do miss because I lived in the Union Park East, so I was able to walk there, and I miss that.
Yeah, you're kind of far for a walk.
Yeah, I mean, it would take me like 30 minutes, and then like that's more of a jogging scenario. But I'm not gonna jog to get my coffee because I'm not gonna jog back with my coffee. So
right,
just making the drive.
Now you gotta hop in the car, park in the parking lot. Awesome. Did you go to Easton Made?
Yeah, I did my Forever AF.
You did?
Yeah.
I saw they moved it inside at the last minute. How was that?
So it was really crowded. I didn't get to really enjoy it because I was busy, which was a blessing. But I could tell it was really kind of like people couldn't really stand too long in one place because it was really busy. But great turnout. I mean, excellent. I posted on Work Wednesday, which I don't really like to post a lot on Work Wednesday. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe it's like self-promoting. I'm not huge on. I'd rather other people say how wonderful I am.
Yeah,
you know?
Fair enough.
But I am trying to be a little bit more intentional with the Forever AF because I have this really great concept that I want to do Forever Neighbor bracelets.
I love that.
So if you have like 4 neighbors, I prefer 5. 5 is good, but 4 or 5 neighbors that you guys are like really tight, which there are a lot of mom friends here, you know?
Yeah.
Then I'll bring it to your house and
oh, cool.
We'll have a little
like a party.
Like a little party. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's excellent.
So that's kind of like where I'm going to pursue it a little bit more, but just depending on how engaged I get in it, that's what I want to do. I'd like to do like 1 a month.
Oh, cool.
And, no pressure, just fun.
Yeah.
I learned how to do a charcuterie board the other day, so that was pretty cool. And
yeah.
I just like to talk to people.
Yeah. You're good at it. That's awesome. I love the Forever bracelet thing, and that's like a trend.
Yeah.
Nancy of Cenizo wasn't she one of your first?
She was actually my first. So thank you, Nancy.
Yeah, Nancy. That was cool. Yeah, because that was at the Entrepreneurs Club, which was really, really cool. Yeah, again, just like a testament to how awesome Easton Park is. Like Entrepreneurs Club, Nancy, who owns a business here in Easton Park, was your first client for your, like, it's very, very, very cool.
Yeah, I love it. I love it here.
Me too. And so Easton Made is one of my favorite events. And this year, I was so bummed because of the weather. And we actually didn't make it out, unfortunately, but last year was great with all the vendors and just like it's fun to walk the model homes. Like it's just a really creative, cool idea. Easton Park's done an excellent job putting on events that the entire community, not just the entire community of Easton Park, inclusive. But everyone in the area can come and feel very welcome and served. And I love that about Easton Park. And Art in the Park, which is going to be on January 4th in Skyline Park from 11 to 2, is Emily's kind of her gift back to the community. She got a grant from the city of Austin, $5,000 grant. It's kind of a starter grant, so to speak, but it's an all-inclusive, no matter who or where you're from or what you're from or what's going on, what age you are. Go to Art in the Park on January 4th in Skyline. So go make some stuff.
Yeah, and I think she's been posting about donating art stuff if you have it. And I do. I have way too much stuff. I had a small business called She's Crafty before.
You've done everything, Araceli.
Oh my God. That one was really fun. It didn't really turn into anything. But because of this, the concept was it was like kind of like painting with a twist.
Oh, cool.
But instead you do crafts.
Love it.
Random crafts.
Sure.
So I ended up with a bunch of stuff, and I'm still moving stuff around, and Emily would be a great person to gift some of these supplies to.
Yeah, she'd be so appreciative. I'm going to help by making my contribution. Well, she's handing out friendship bracelets.
Okay.
And if Oliver wants to do it, she's taking kid volunteers who want to be kindness heroes, and she's making capes, and they'll wear kindness capes and run around and just make sure everyone feels included and welcomed, and they'll pass out tons of friendship bracelets. So it should be a cool little thing for any kids that want to volunteer who may not who may want to do some art too, they'd be, of course, welcome to, but wear a cape and hand out smiles and hugs and bracelets.
Yeah.
Like, pretty cool.
I think that sounds really fun.
Yeah. Thank you so much for hanging out, and we'll see all of you next time.